What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is the second installment of how to set up your first bait caster on Fishing 101. In today's episode, I'll be showing you how to set your knobs to where you don't get a backlash. I'm out here in a field at the border of South Carolina and North Carolina at a truck stop. So I'm gonna go get my rod and reel and we'll get started. All right, what we're gonna start with is what the first step is. So I'm gonna act like I just got this, and I'm gonna turn this all the way to the right. That tightens up your spool, how fast your spool spins. And this is your brakes. Let's put it all the way to max. And pretty much on every reel, the setting ends up about in the middle. So you find out about where the middle is and you leave it there. What that does is when you cast and your lure is in the air, it's how much tension is on the reel, the spool actually, to slow it down kind of. Get this off. So the first step to setting it up is you need to reel in whatever you have tied on all the way up and then release the reel just like that. And you're basically just going to loosen it until it starts to fall. All right, there goes the lure, and see how I didn't get any backlash there. Now I'm gonna give it a cast and watch. See, I didn't have my hands on the reel or anything. I got no backlash. I'm gonna reel it back in. I'll do a further cast. Oh, it's habit to put your finger on the spool because that's how you use accuracy. But if you get this thing set up right, you won't have any backlashes. And I don't mean ever, I'm just saying as long as your conditions are correct, you won't have any backlashes. No backlash. And now I'll start all over and show you one more time how I got it this way. So tighten it all the way back up, unlock the spool, and just loosen it until the lure starts to drop. And there. Now you can go a little looser than that, but once you get to a certain level of looseness, then you'll start to see backlashes. And if you know what you're doing, all you do at this point is, that's when you start to control the lure. You keep your thumb on the spool, and once you see that the lure is about to hit the water, that's when you ease your thumb onto the spool. And the looser you get this knob right here, the farther you're going to get your lure, but the chances of a backlash increase. And now I'm going to show you how to take the backlash out of your reel, because if you're just now starting with the bait caster, you will get backlashes. Man, I remember my first bait caster, every 5 minutes I was pulling that bird's nest out. All right, so now I've got it loose, and I'm going to cast it without using my thumb like I was before, and it should produce a backlash. And there it is. You see it? And it's not a big deal because once you understand how to get them out, it's kind of easy. So the way I do it is I just rest my thumb on the spool and you start pulling it out softly. And when you run into a roadblock, you kind of just pull it out a little bit. You find out what's holding it back and you pull it loose. You just go kind of slow. You ain't in a rush, because once you get it tight, that's when you've really got it all messed up. See, I see right here, I don't know if you can see, but I can see what is holding back the line from coming out. So you just tug at it lightly until you get it out. I typically have my line in the water, so there's a little bit more pressure on it, so it makes it a little bit easier. But I see this piece right here is what's holding me back, so I'm gonna pull it out and then I'm gonna pull the line again. All you do is you just keep going, trying to find what is slowing you down. See, I got it out. And you just keep going. You just keep a little bit of pressure on that spool there. And just like that, you're getting pretty close to it being out. You can start speeding up because you can see everything a lot better now. See, that was blocking, pulled it out, it's free again. And just like that, no more bird's nest. And when you're going to reel it back in, you want to make sure you have tension on the line. That way it seats itself back on the spool as tight as it can get. I'm out here in the grass, so I keep getting snagged on stuff. And that's that. No more backlash. Just gotta reel in my lure now. And there's been times where I've had a backlash and I was reeling in after I fixed it and I had a fish on. And see, I haven't messed with the adjustments at all. As long as you keep your thumb on right when it lands, you stop it from continuing the rotation, you won't get a backlash. But if you're just starting out, the best way to do it is to just loosen this knob right here until the lure starts to drop. And then as you get more comfortable, then you can start moving it that way again. So I'm gonna tighten it back up. And then and just like that, no backlashes. You still get a decent distance and no backlash. We'll reel it in. All right. All right, for the people watching these videos, you know, the Fishing 101 series, and if you're actually legitimately learning things from what I'm showing you, the best way to show your appreciation is just to comment below, hey, thanks, I actually learned something today. You know, just say that in some way, and that's the best way to show your appreciation and lets me know that I should keep making these videos, because I'm not making any money off of this. I'm putting a lot of money into it. GoPro costs about $500. All the little attachments, another $60. Extra batteries, you're looking at about $50 a pack. So if you want to show support and appreciation for what I'm doing here, just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. And if there's something you want to see or something you're curious about or you want to learn, just comment below. It's real easy. It takes you just a few seconds, but makes a huge difference on the analytics of YouTube to help other people see my channel. And that concludes the video for today. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Have a good day.